Hey everybody, it's Mike over here at Growtopia. Ugh. I got one of my cats. Early. And well, it's that time of year. And yes, we just finished with the book. We are about to actually look at what we have for the tomatoes. So it's time to close the Bible for tonight and switch over to tomato book. Right, Pearly? Sorry. I know. If your head's missing. Better? Alright. So what we have in our tomato book, well, we have a lot of things. Now, Sheev may have seen them, but I'm going to ramble off, and I've decided to finally call it quits for the tomato book. The reason why is because, well, a lot of the tomatoes that I've come across are duplicates of the tomatoes that I have. They're just under a different name, right? So, of course, we start off with marigolds and borage, which are great bodyguards for our tomato plants. That all these are going to be planted, not all of them, but depending on the plants that I plant, or the groups of the tomatoes that I plant, will have borage in them and marigolds as well. Marigolds grow really big. The ones that I do grow, they call them the petites. They're not that really petite. They're pretty decently sized. But anyway, we're going to go down the line. We got red tomatoes that we're going to start off with, and Pearly might get a little vocal because, well, she's an old girl. And I'm poorly supported over here. This bar still ain't fitting both of us on it. Sorry, Pearly. Put the Christmas hat on your head. She's a trooper. Sometimes. But you're like, I should have never came into the nursery. She's like looking at the door. She goes, let me out. I know Amy left. Anyway, for the red tomatoes, we are looking at large red cherry tomato. We have San Manzino tomato. We have Mortgage Lifter tomatoes. We have Brandy Wine red tomatoes. Red Acre 55 VF. And yet again, this whole beginning of all these tomatoes, until I say otherwise, are indeterminate tomatoes. That means they will grow indeterminately, means they will grow constantly. Tomato beefsteak. She's looking at them. Early girl tomato. I guess it is an early tomato. We have super sweet 100s tomatoes. Big mama tomatoes. Romana tomato and Romana VF tomato. What's the difference? I don't know, but I'm going to grow them. Then we have another one from Cozy Crib. Look at this one here, Pearly. They call it the 100-pound tomato. If it grows, that's great. You guys will see a 100-pound tomato, and I will put it on a... Oh, the thing my mother calls... Oh, scale. That's right. Sorry, Pearly. She couldn't see. I had to move the hat back again. We have burpee. I wish you guys could see it from my angle. She's looking at me like, I hate you right now. I should have not come in here. I knew you were going to be filming soon. We have Burpee's Early's Pick Hybrid BF. I'm sorry. The look on her face is fucking funny. I'm sorry, Pearl. We have a giant tomato mix. We have pepper shaped style tomato. She's like, I really should not have come in here. I know. We have Brandy Boy hybrid. We have 4th of July tomato. It's a red tomato that is basically, it's a quick growing 4-ounce tomato. Ripens extremely early. High yield plant, indeterminate, harvest 49 days after transplanting. Interesting. I'm very curious about that one. We have a cherry baby hybrid, and we have a super sauce hybrid. You're sliding, all right? You're slippery. You're a slippery little cat. Okay. Looking at her is really hard for me to read. We have a red giant beefsteak tomato. We have an Italian heirloom tomato. We have a steak sandwich and a steak house tomato. Two different types. So what is the difference between a steak sandwich and a steak house? Let's just look. That's great. Steak sandwich is a loads of tasty, large, 10-ounce, luscious, firm fruit are produced from mild to late summer on vigorous yet compact bushy plants. Indeterminate harvest about 70 days after transplant. Isn't that amazing, Pearly? The steak house is a up to 3 pounds meat, the biggest tomato ever breed, with true heirloom tomato flavor and head spinning fragrance. I'm reading this right off the bat from Burpees. Harvest about 75 to 80 days after transplanting. Indeterminate. That is a... Burley, what do you think? You're sliding. Yes, you are. You're sliding. You're... Can you... Alright, can you... What the hell? You got... Alright, you got too many legs here. You're not a ragdoll cat. You're a Egyptian Mao. An Egyptian cat. That's why you stalked me. Egyptian cats, they chase the pharaoh. She's a female, of course, so she chases the female. A female. She chases a male. Anyway. You know what's interesting is you're Egyptian and I'm Indian. Like Native American Indian, not, you know, Indian. Anyway. We have German Johnson. We have Amish Pace red tomatoes. These are all reds until I say something. We have Matt's Wild Tomato. We have Jet Star Tomato. Matt's Wild Tomato. What is that? Honestly, it's a tomato that it looks almost like a cherry, but it's probably not. Then we have a Kunmaton tomato. It's a Chinese cherry tomato. We have a Red Bull's Heart tomato. We have a Castillo Genovese tomato. Genovese. Remember, I pronounce this stuff bad. I could be a substitute teacher, okay? We have a Tomato Voyage. We have a... She's going to be growing tomatoes over here. We have a Malawi tomato. If I could reach my phone, it'd be so funny right now for you guys to watch, because she's looking at the seeds like doing this. We have a Margolb. It's not marigold, but it's like Margolb tomato. We have a Campbell 33. We have a Floridian tomato. We know that tomato is going to be doing some wild shit. It's going to be like beating shit out of like something, or just like chasing an alligator, or just running from the cops. Tomato. Sorry, Pearl, I didn't mean to bop you in the head with that one. She lost her hat for 2 seconds. She's like, oh, thank God. We have a red pear tomato. We have a money maker tomato. We have a Caribe tomato. We have the New Yorker tomato. I figured I won't whack you with the fucking pages. And yes, she is laying on her back, because my cats will actually lay on their backs while I hold them, like little babies. May lay on their backs, but my legs are killing me. I'm sorry. I didn't tell your weight. I did weigh her the other day. Let's just say she was about 15 pounds. Never mind. We have a porterhouse hybrid tomato, and we have a big red, I call them the tennis ball tomato, which is something that I grabbed from my garden that was originally something that I had bought from the store, and then I took the seed and then I replanted it. Now we are in the pink tomatoes, Pearly. You know, you were named after a pirate ship. She's actually named after the Black Pearl. Yeah, Johnny Depp. She likes Johnny Depp. So do I. Now with the pink tomatoes, we have the watermelon beefsteak tomato, which is a pink tomato. We have the pink ox heart tomato. We have the pink brandy wine tomato. We have the pink ponderosa tomato. Can you stop squirming? The more you squirm, the more I laugh. You came in here for the video, and you know what? It's your fault you squirm because the hat's on your head. All right. Oh wow! Come here. You know, actually, this is for you. My. By the way. All right. I gotta reposition her because she's like a little baby. Oh, it's easier if I just put her that way because otherwise she stops sliding between my legs, and the more she slides between my legs, the more my knee hurts. Ugh. Sure you're not 30 pounds? I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm only 15. That's 18 pounds. It's alright, you're a big cat. She's not fat. She's big. Her sister's even heavier. Her sister's like all muscle. Or her sister's like a Rottweiler, you know. No wonder why I keep finding my dumbbells moved. We have the Arkansas Traveler tomato. That's pink. We have the big pink hybrid. It's a glorious. It is glorious. Oh my god. 8 to 10 ounce beefsteak with smooth, shiny, rose-colored flesh. Excellent heirloom. High yielding, indeterminate, harvest about 75 days after transplanting. You stop moving your head. We have the pink tomato. Can you not do that? Early. Oh, relax. I know. I moved my arm. Well, you know, actually, it's actually the worst part. It's not even my arm. It's the fucking towel next to me that I keep hitting. We have the pink Thai tomato. I'm gonna have to fast forward this. What is this one? The marmalade tomato. We have the pink tomato, waxy pink tomato that I harvested. 11, 26, and 24. It's indeterminate. It's another one that was store bought. We now are done with the pink tomatoes. And everybody's watching the Santa hat that keeps rotating. Hold on. I need another leg. It's getting long into the hours. You came in here. Don't forget about that. Okay, that was my stomach. I don't know what the hell that was. But anyway, sorry, Pearl. She's like, all she heard was... We have the white tomatoes. We have the white beefsteak tomato, the white cherry snow white tomato. We have the white large tomato, and we have the white cherry tomato. As we jump into the blue tomatoes, we have the sunshine blue tomato, the blue tomato. Look at this, Pearly. We have the blue tomato. We have the blue cherry tomato, and we have the giant blue cherry tomato. Do not look. Can you just not be you right now? Oh, that was a bad thing to say. She's like, you just moved. You just turned a page that's not there. I know. Early. Parlay. Parlay. What are you doing to me? What do you think of this one? Why? I'm going to say the goldfish tomato. Is that your problem? Yeah. No. You're... So let everybody know about it. We are at the orange tomatoes. Orange. Say orange. 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 Do you know that Egyptian mouse can actually mimic you like a parrot in their own little way? Every time my mother tries to come into the nursery, my other cat says no. I didn't tell you to say no. Orange. Orange. Although Emmy, when she did see the, because this is Burley, when she saw the scallions that were grown, she walked in and said, "Wow." When I showed it to her, I like took the little piece and I put it in her face and she smelled it. She looked at me and goes, "Wow." Or she just meowed. One way or the other. Huh. Gotta believe, right? For the orange tomatoes, we have goldfish tomatoes. I'm gonna put that there because you're squirmy and you're like a worm. Relax, princess. We have orange Wellington. You think I want to be here any more than you do? I'm sore on multiple legs of my body. It's not because some weird massive weight that decided to get on me. We have pineapple tomatoes. We have honeycomb tomatoes. Barley, I gotta move my arm. We have Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes. Orange cherry tomatoes. We have Perminicin tomatoes, and we have Amana tomatoes. We have Sun Gold hybrid tomato. We have Blazing Beauty tomato. We have Orange Oxhead tomato, and we have Golden Sunray tomato. Sorry, didn't mean to bop you there. I keep rotating, you keep pushing off the door, so you keep like causing me to like rotate over here, bro. We have Shaped Pear orange tomatoes. I'm not playing with myself, I'm just petting my cat. She needs a little loving. And she sleeps next to me all night long. Stalks me on the weekends. Although she knows when I'm about to come home in my very quiet pickup truck, which is mind-boggling. But anyway, now we're down to the yellow tomatoes. So we went from red, we went to white, we went to blue, but now we have the orange. We went from red to white to blue. I elbowed her. And then we went to the orange. And now we're at the yellow. What? Not funny? Use your head as a fucking armrest. Or not. We have the yellow Ascarachi. We have the not scratcher crotchy, but it's Azoychka, Ascarachi. We also have the yellow plum tomato, which is great. We have the yellow pear tomato. We have the yellow delight tomato. We have the yellow stuffer. We have the yellow brandy wine. We have the yellow Dr. Wicks tomato. And we have the yellow honey bee hybrid tomato. And we have the Cape gooseberry tomato. Goose, that's what gets you excited. And we have the yellow sun sugar tomato. Or is it that the pages are whacking you in the back of the head? Well, then I put out a category of multicolored tomatoes. That means that a tomato that's not a solid color like the rest of them are. This multicolored, such as the rainbow beefsteak, the hillbilly tomato. Alright. We have the striped paste tomato and the rainbow tomato, making sure we're all staying kosher. We have the Japanese trifle tomato, which is red and green. We have the bicolor cherry. We have the Berkeley tie-dye tomato, which is red and green, ironically. What? You want to look. There you go. Oh no. Carly. You move. This whole fucking apparatus is about to fall over. Relax. We have the Brad's Atomic tomato. What? Could you relax for 10 seconds? We just married. Okay, we're almost done. We have the black creme tomato. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, the midnight stack tomato, which is purple and red. We have the Agnes Nora tomato, which is red and green. We have the Cherokee purple tomato, which is green and red, and a little bit of black. Somebody's hiding their head. See, she doesn't like cameras, so she's gonna. As soon as she realizes I'm filming, now you realize it. No, I was just sitting here talking to myself. All right, now you go. Somewhere. See you later, Pearly. We have the Black Beauty tomato, which is like a black tomato with red. We have the Tiger Green tomato. We have the Green Zebra tomato. You don't have a lot up there, right? Hey, Pearly, come in this way. Alright. I didn't want to jump down, but pretty high up. But you jump down carefully. I don't want you to get hurt, alright? Green Zebra tomato is like a yellow and green tomato. We have the Purple Zebra tomato, another nice multicolored tomato. We have Mr. Stripey, which is pink and red. We have a Sunset Torch tomato, which is yellow and red. We have a Flame tomato that is also the same color. It's like red on the bottom and yellow on top. We have the Chocolate Stripe tomato, which is like a red tomato with like black stripes in it, so they call it the Chocolate Stripe. We have the Tigerella tomato, which it could be green, yellow, or red with different color stripes in it. Sounds interesting. We have the Vintage Wine tomato, which is about the same way, but the Tigerella is more of a like a pepper shape, and the other one is more of like a bigger shaped tomato. We have the Indigo Apple tomato, which is purple and red. Then we go down to the actual purple tomatoes. We have a purple Camellia. We have the violet tomato. We have the elephant tomato. We have the black prince tomato. We have the black seaman tomato. We have the black truffle Japanese tomato. We have the black tomato mix. And we have the black cherry. Then we start into our green tomatoes. We have the green giant. We have the fried green tomato. We have the Aunt Ruby's German tomato. We have the Tamilia or Tamiello tomatoes, which I've been pronouncing wrong. I think it's Tamiello. Grande Riverdo. We have the Cherokee green tomato, the Tamiello, Tommy Verdo tomato. And after that, everybody, that is it for the indeterminate that will grow constantly. For the rest of that, we have the determinate tomatoes, the small guys that only grow to a certain size. We have the Acre 55, the Rio Grande tomato, the Tiny Tim tomato. We have the orange dwarf tomato in the yellow tomato bush, and then the dwarf small tomato bush. So for this year, or I should say the day of New Year's Day, between our pick and my customer's pick, what tomatoes are we going to grow? And that is it. Oh, I moved one of my legs. I haven't moved the whole time. Oh, I'm going to be so numb right now. That is it for today's video. Wonderful Sunday, December 1st. Mike and Growtopia with my guest star, Pearly, who's currently looking at the new installment in the nursery. Oh, not the stool. See, she's going to try to hide behind the bush from the camera. Oh, my crikey. New installment is this plant over here. One of my mother's plants that she needed to bring in for the winter. I know, Pearly. You're trying to hide from the camera. Parlay. But anyway, this is Mike over here at Growtopia. I'm going to try to walk off my leg cramp. My leg is falling asleep. But like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Get out there and grow something. I hope you guys got something out of the book. And I'm about 1% of my battery, so this is going to be posted a while after I film it. So, hope everybody has a great Sunday. Later.